Okay, we are back.
Are we are
Yes.
we audible though?
I believe you are audible. Yes, I did click the button. Oh man, that was so fun to record, but we'll save that for the end. So,
Ah!
Calder awakes from his catnap.
Why is he flossing?
Well, first off, are we on with noise? Are we ready?
Yes, everyone is audible.
Okay, cool.
Promise. So
Yeah,
so
we're audible.
so Calder, you have yourself a magical catnap. You have a vision. You awaken.
Uh,
And quick question of Gale and M. Are Ghost and Echo in the room when he wakes up? It's only a 10-minute nap, right? And he was in
Yeah.
front of them when he went. Yeah?
Yeah, I think we spend the 10 minutes like getting cloaks and stuff on people and organizing who's carrying who,
I
but
would-
like we don't step too far away. Echo would want to keep an eye on him.
I would love a perception check from both of you, please.
I got
Hey!
Ooh.
Dirty
Echo,
20.
Calder looks like he just had a bad dream. Like he's sweating. He looks like the sleep was restful but not very pleasant.
Echo will go up to him. Hey, what's up? Are you okay? Did it not work? Are you okay?
it worked. Looking around, I just had a very interesting conversation.
Oh
One-
man, I got that a few times. When you dream, people like shoot messages into your head. Who'd you talk to?
My mother.
Your dead mother?
No, my real one.
What?
Calder will tap his horns.
Oh, what? Do you want to talk about this now, or?
Let's talk about this later. We have important things to do and places to be.
Yeah. Speaking of a place to be, we need to find people, and we need to see if the teleportation circle is still intact. So we need to get surface side.
Yeah. Well, let's get going.
Okay.
Anything else before you leave the lower city and go up into the ruins of Mirabar?
Calder will grab the staff and flip it slightly and just sort of look at it and go, okay, part 2 for that conversation later.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping you would have that conversation, but that's okay. We'll put it off.
Oh no, that's a whole other kettle of fish that he'll get those answers from a much more informative party.
Okay, real quick. So Calder like what picks up the staff and like mumbles to himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so Ghost just like head pops into frame and is like, what?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about what?
Exactly.
I'm so confused.
Good.
Why do I have to carry everybody?
You don't. It's 2 goblins. Are 2 goblins really that heavy?
I feel like if I'm going to be carrying 2, I might as well be carrying 6. All or nothing. Just starts picking up children.
There's no children here. There's goblins and gnomes, but there's no children in the troop.
Look, there's adults and then there's children, and it's all determined by height.
Incidentally, because I got a short rest, I am invoking the Bloodwell Vial to give myself 5 sorcery points.
Totally.
Because definitely need more of those.
So like Ghost now has like a goblin or 2 under each arm, a gnome or somebody on his back. He's just like, I got these. Everything is fine. Where are we going again? Why do my arms feel heavy?
Okay, so once we get surface side, all right. So we need to go find the building that the teleportation circle was in, which Echo says out loud what like quadrant of the city it is, because they know this.
Yeah, you're able to find the spot where it should be, no problem. Yeah.
So as we're traveling to there, we need to keep our eyes out for Kamon, who is a 7-foot tall half orc, and Gallic and Thorn, who are.
Oh, Gallic, Thorn. They're NPCs from a previous module.
I was throwing it to Ghost to give us the description of what to look
please,
for.
Please, M has no memory of this.
I believe he was a
so
Goliath.
One is a
Gallic
small
is a
and one
Goliath.
is a tall.
And Thorn is a halfling.
Yes.
One is a small, one is a tall.
And
one
like
is gray, one is pinkish.
Describes what their hair looked like, what markings the Goliath had on him. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there were definitely markings. Yeah, that's something I definitely remember.
Okay, so we have 24 people rolling perception checks. Let's find these guys.
Oh my god. Okay. So hold on. What's the priority? Because I'm going to ask you to do some rolls in a second, but are you prioritizing Gallic and Thorn, or are you prioritizing the teleportation circle?
We are heading in the direction of the teleportation circle, I would believe.
Okay.
And on the way, we are looking.
Keeping your eyes open. Got it. I'm going to say that everyone can roll either... because it's also going to have to do with like asking people along the way if they've seen him, right? So I'm going to say a perception or an investigation or a persuasion check. Give me the best of those for each of you and take a +2. No, take advantage because you're here helping people out.
Okay. Persuasion, investigation, or perception.
I am carrying like 4 to 7 people.
Oh, I didn't take advantage. My bad.
Very good at this. Help.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
Okay. And a 13 for Ghost.
I figure there's probably a foot or something in my face as well, regularly.
Probably.
So,
yeah, you've got someone like sitting on your shoulders and they keep like putting their feet up in your face. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jeff.
I have some small person holding onto one of my ears. It's fine.
Give me either a persuasion or an investigation or a perception, please.
Oh, right.
Whatever works best for you.
I think even some of the goblins that weren't weren't recently made undead are climbing all over Ghost.
Oh, for sure. Like I'm carrying, I want to say, as many people as I can physically hold.
I rolled the same thing twice.
Double 11s. Okay.
15's good.
Not bad, but like,
so
wow.
You rolled a performance?
Persuasion.
That looked like performance to me.
Same pool.
Same modifier?
Is it the same modifier? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Ghost got a 13 on perception and Echo got a 20 on perception. So I'm going to say that Ghost, it actually looks like a fair number of folks survived this. Like, this is not a city that is unused to existential threats. So it seems like the moment that things got bad, people started descending into the lower city they already had. In fact, now that you think about it, they might have done drills to this effect at some point. So like they were able to get down there. Not everyone got out, of course, but like as you're looking around, you're not seeing as many bodies as you would expect if they were caught completely off guard.
Ghost is also occasionally like eyeing rock formations and being like, no.
Because Goliaths are kind of gray. Yeah.
And they're kind of gray. Like Ghost knows that in this situation, Ghost would stand out because Ghost is completely white. But like the grayish is kind of the same color. And he can be sneaky sometimes.
Echo, with a perception of 20, I am going to go ahead and let you decide what it is that you find. I imagine that it has something to do with the person that you're looking for. What is it that Echo finds with a 20 on a perception check?
I think
I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I think maybe as we are like this is like halfway towards the place where the teleportation circle is. So we're like kind of in the center of the city at this point. And he sees a particular like half collapsed building, and peeking out from the collapsed part rubble, he sees a bit of cloth, like a cloak or a wrap or a sari sort of a thing, and he recognizes the pattern. It is a particular pattern of the orcs of Neverwinter. He recognizes that shawl, that wrap.
So what does he do?
He fucking takes off running. He says something very loudly, and then like monk fast is running towards it.
Have a good night, Lionar. What are Ghost and Calder doing? Now, Echo's running off like monk fast, but you know,
Knowing Echo,
brooms can keep up with monks up until a certain level, at least.
Oh.
What do you do?
Calder is essentially doing his level best to be helpful without being recognized, because he doesn't want to be bothered by any other people who want resurrection.
Like staying in the middle of the group, helping people walk, minding the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
What's Ghost up to?
I think Ghost is just, doing like the sweeps visually and trying to keep an eye out about what's going on, but mostly just like Ghost is very head empty, no thoughts.
Elevator music.
Do 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 phenomena. Do 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 do.
Like,
yeah, totally.
Like the thing is, I feel like elevator music still has a tune to it, and he hasn't figured out tunes yet.
So it's just like that sound that you hear when you like listen to something that was too loud for too long.
No, because it's like when there's no recognizable tune. He's like, anytime that you get 3 notes into what could be a tune, it switches to something else. It's just like if someone was listening to him, they'd be like, "This child has issues."
So, Echo, you are able to track down that spot, and you find that the rag was hanging out of a hole in a otherwise collapsed building. Yeah. And like you're able to pull it out and sort of glance in, and there is this very small, but for the moment, at least stable spot where, despite the fact that the building has collapsed, pillars have fallen in such a way that some folks are still able to sort of survive within there. And in fact, you hear at least 2 or 3 folks breathing as you pull out the rag and sort of stick your head in. What do you do?
He'll call in. Hello, is anybody in here? Are you okay? Are you awake?
Yes. Yes. I told you it would work. Yes. Yes, we're in here. We're in here.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know how to move the roof without crushing us.
No, don't move anything. I'll be right back with strength and magic to help. Hold on. Runs back. Go there, Ghost. Get over here.
Ghost is like, has that moment of like, I should just throw these barrels that I'm holding, and then stops.
Wait, those are people.
Help.
Yeah. Calder will cast telekinesis.
And then just let's go. Just like full, just like let's go. Like,
like a person who's used to cats dropping a dog.
Jeff, you said telekinesis. What are you casting telekinesis on?
I'm casting the spell telekinesis that I gain the ability to move or manipulate creatures' objects by thought. It lasts up to 10 minutes via concentration.
Okay, and
it also works on only one target, if I remember correctly.
Right.
I think you can choose a new target every turn, right?
No.
Yeah.
What is your outcome for using this spell?
He is going to be targeting like the like whatever is what looks to be the central focus of the weight that's barring whatever is getting in the way.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a you can give me either perception or arcana, whichever is better. You want to
Okay.
pass this one. It's not a super high DC, but you want to pass this one.
Okay.
Okay.
17?
So you're looking toward because the roof is generally in one piece. Yeah, you could totally pick up that roof. It's well within your capabilities. But as you're doing that, you notice that a lot of rubble has gathered around the roof and is currently being supported by that roof. By picking up the entire roof and lifting it up, there's a possibility, if you're not very, very, very careful, that large-sized rubble could dump out underneath and hit people that are still in that room. So, like, you can definitely lift up the roof, but they might get buried if you do.
Can you make the opening bigger and sustain that so we can get in and grab them out?
I could probably, if I got something else essentially something I can use as a grip underneath it.
Echo pulls out the immovable rod. Will this help? Like stick it to keep like the roof, and then you can move things under the roof.
That's a very small point.
So, Jeff, I'm going to say with the roll that you got, you are actually able to like, if you just pick up one side of the roof and raise it a little bit, like not super high, but if you just like just enough for people to be able to crawl out, you could probably make that happen now that you think about it.
It says the spell does say I can exert fine control on the objects in my grip. So
yeah,
he'll do so. He'll grab like that section of the wall and move it just so that it's shoring up the weight of everything still, but isn't falling too far out of place.
Getting pain.
All right. Is there enough space for Echo and Ghost to like crawl in there and start dragging people out?
Echo, yes. Ghost would have to make a dex save.
Yeah, I won't make a dex save. I have dexterity, I say, before I check my stats.
Guidance.
I have dexterity.
Slap the guidance on that.
Okay, go ahead and roll the guidance as well.
Come on.
A 14.
I got a 14.
Okay, so I'm going to say you get most of the way through, but like, holy shit, that passage is a little bit narrower than you thought it was. So for a moment, you're just kind of dangling, arms down, dangling.
Wait, is Echo all the way in already?
Yes, Echo will have easily like made his way down.
So Ghost is going to call down to Echo and go, "Is the space big enough for me on that side?"
It looks like it, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, excellent. And then Ghost is going to be there.
Yes.
Just teleports right to the surface.
Ghost just
question.
Ghosts and is there now.
Does Ghost reorient, or is he still upside down?
Oh, full still upside down. We don't reorient. You can't reorient with it. It's as if you walked there.
So you appear upside down right next to Echo and then collapse.
Yep. Correct.
Good job.
I did it. And then he immediately stands up. I'm like, I meant to do that. I'd like to make a performance check.
Please do. Take a +2.
All right, what is his passive insight?
Listen.
All right.
No, it was on a 19.
Unfortunately, Echo's passive insight is 18.
It was on a 19.
But he will go, great, good, okay, let's go. And then calls out like, hey, make some noise, we're coming to you, to like navigate towards wherever the people are.
And it's not a super large space, it turns out. And yes, you do find, although he's kind of hurt and like laid up in the background, is Cameron. and with him are several human and halfling folks who have survived under here. Most of them seem uninjured, very dirty, very hungry, but not entirely the worse for wear.
Okay. Can any of you not walk right now? Echo asks.
Camon goes, I don't think I could. Sorry to disappoint.
Okay. This is as Echo's entering the room. Okay. You all...
Also, it's good to see you.
It's very good to see... I'm panicking right now. Shut up. I love you. You, short people, my height, there's perfectly enough space. You can just walk out, follow the trail back towards like where the fresh air is coming from. Humans, y'all might need to squish a little.
For just a moment, it looks like one of the gnomes might be offended, but then is like, nah, and then leaves.
Yeah. We've cleared the path. Ghost, can you help pull my giant boyfriend's ass out of this crumbling building?
I'm not that giant.
I'm just his ass, or like the rest of
all of him.
Yeah, the rest of me, please. I know it's my best feature, but like, don't leave me here.
So Kamon is actually, he's not very bulky for a half-orc. He's a tall and lanky half-orc. Like a swimmer.
Michael Phelps, but a half-orc.
Yes.
Freakishly long arms, like a hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm. Weird torso, like Michael Phelps.
So yeah, you're able to, through telekinesis, like when the larger folks are trying to get out, like Calder can very carefully tip the roof up a little bit more so that everyone can get out. And yeah, you're able to bring all the survivors out. What's next?
Echo's going to just immediately start like medicine checking his boyfriend while also like
give me a medicine check.
Wanting to smack him and kiss him at the same time.
While the medicine check is happening, I'm gonna assume that Ghost is probably still stuck in the building.
Like after you got the last of the humans out and like helped pushed him out.
Ghost because I feel like this is accurate to Ghost to be like, is everyone away from the building? Like yes. Calling up, excellent. And then he goes, Calder, see if you can hold the roof, and then just rages and starts bashing his way out.
Not gonna finesse this anymore.
No.
Full shovel knight action.
Ghost will also not wait for Calder to confirm that he's holding up the roof. I'm just gonna assume that Calder will eventually do that.
Give me an athletics check with advantage because you're raging.
Yay!
Oh, this could be amazing or hilarious or both.
I hope it's hilarious because that's more fun.
A 23. A 23. Okay. So, as you're running and like I don't know, how are you like just bashing your way through it? Like what's happening right now?
I figure there's a moment after Ghost calls out to Calder.
I'm thinking Kool-Aid Man myself.
But there's like the bear rage happens. So like there's the sound of a huge bear screaming, and then there's just the sounds of timber breaking. Until at some point in time, Ghost appears, probably Kool-Aid Manning through the wall, but like in a crab shape. If that makes sense. Like where like you know,
like squid.
Well, no, less that, but more of like
and then there's the building collapse behind you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, thumbs up at Calder, and then I'm assuming that if Calder drops the building, then it just falls behind.
Oh, absolutely falls to pieces. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that up to Calder. It's his telekinesis, but like for sure that would be epic and dope.
Calder will hold it up for as long as he reasonably can, just for giggles.
What's the duration on the spell?
10
10 minutes.
You hold it for a awkwardly long time. Like people are out there, they've recovered. They're like, oh man, they've gotten some water. It's great. And like, why is he still holding that building up?
I want to be clear. Ghost stands in that position, like the rage fades, but like is fully in that position, waiting for it to fall because it's part of the entrance and it has to happen. So we'll just stand there for the full 10 minutes.
And with that, my friends, I think we're going to go ahead and take our break because that is an amazing thing to, it's going to be 10 minutes until we come back from our break. So for the rest of this break, our two characters will be frozen. And please stick around and enjoy the art reel by our very own Gail. And thanks for being here. It is currently 8 o'clock on the nose. We are so goddamn good at this. And we'll be back at 8:10. Thanks for watching so far.